So I'm finally fed up with the water flow here. It's been getting worse and worse over the year and a half I've been here. That's full on hot. Full on hot and cold. Notice no difference at all. Full on cold. It's kind of a dribble. Water is on full. That's off. That's funny though, that's only cold is on. It's a quarter turn valve. So I'm thinking I take this thing apart and figure out what's going on. Easiest step is to remove this aerator here. That is least invasive and least likely to cause me a trip to the hardware store. Get my vice grips on that with a rag so I don't leave any teeth marks. And that thing should come easily off. The aerator did have big nasty chunks of stuff in it. I don't know what that is, but I would not eat it. Let me clear that out of there and then find out what the flow is like. I don't want this stuff to go back down the drain. Very old house, old pipes. Let's see. Whoa. That's brown water. Huge flow difference. I don't know why that came out so brown to start with, but I guess there was a lot of stuff clogged in there. I think that's going to make all the difference. I just clear out this aerator and we'll be flowing big time, and I don't even have to do anything to these very brown water, rusty stuff's been stuck in there. It's going to make a huge difference. You can see these valves are pretty old, but kind of cool looking quarter turn valves. Really don't want to have to pull these apart if I don't have to, especially on January 1st when most of the hardware stores are probably closed. Alright, so besides just the chips of stuff that I saw in this piece here, in the screen itself inside the aerator is nasty, nasty stuff. That was definitely causing slowness. Just years of deposits in the water here caused this. Took this aerator completely apart. There's 3 layers of screens in here. This piece here, that first layer of screen, and this rubber thing. Hopefully I remember what order I put them in, but I think I do. It should be easy to put this back together and get it flowing right. Alright, so I'm ready for reassembly. I've cleaned out all of the individual pieces of this thing. Put in screen number 1, screen number 2, screen number 3. Now that I'm looking at it, they seem to have different levels of fineness. I'm not sure what order they're supposed to get put back in. But then there was this thing. There. Which I think was that way. Alright, and then this thing which looks like a flow restrictor to me. Based on previous shower heads I've put together. And this O-ring here. That may come out later. All together. I cleaned all these out in the sink with the stopper on, so I didn't drop any of them down the drain. And oops, here's another piece I forgot. I think that was the first layer here. Let's see if that'll go on top. I think that was my first layer. Screw it all back together and see what happens. So I got it all back together, but the flow pattern is not very nice. As you can tell, it's all kind of splattery. There's a little bit of a leak because I just haven't tightened it down yet, but I'm going to see if the order of those 3 layers of fine screens there make a difference. Alright, well this made a huge difference. First of all, I took this flow restrictor out. I don't really need a flow restrictor on this sink. It's not like a bathtub or a shower or something. This thing stays on for short blasts and that's it. Now you'll see, it's like a fire hose compared to before. I figured out those 3 layers of screens. There was not different finenesses. They were all the same. Probably don't need all 3 of them. I'm going to tighten this down a little bit more, and all done. In about 10 minutes or less, the sink is flowing like brand new again. Thanks for watching.